Hey guys, I'm making this video to show you how to do a hack with these Squibbs record books, if that's what you have. Where'd it go? So using Google Docs, if you type in your students' names, you can do this, and if you format it just right, it lines up perfectly. I'm trying to do this while I'm holding the phone. Lines up perfectly with the grid. So you can type in your students' names and print them out, and it's a lot easier. And then you've got everybody's names in Google Docs too. So here's how you do it. You got to do this just right. So here I am on Google Docs. Focus. And you've got your students' first and last names in there. Obviously I'm not going to use my students' actual names. Okay, so you've typed in everything, and by default the font is Arial, and come on camera, focus, there we go, Arial, and the font size is 10. So we got to change that. Okay, so after you type in everybody's name, what you're going to do is click one of the names. Here comes my cat to help. Hi kitty, you here to help? Thank you. Click one of the names like I just did, and on your keyboard hit Control A, and that should select everything that you typed in. Now we're going to go up to the font, select Times New Roman. That was Times New Roman. Okay, select that, and then under the font size hit 12. Okay, and that will change all of that, but you're not done yet. Okay, so now what you have to do is, this is where it gets a little wacky. You have to click over here in the rows, like number 1. Click number 1. Okay, see how that turned dark gray? Now that that's dark gray, hit Control A again. Control A. And now all of the rows in which you typed names are dark gray. Okay? That's very important that these rows are dark gray. Okay. So now what you've done is you've selected all of the horizontal rows that you've used. What we're going to do is change the height of the cells, the rectangles where everything's typed in. So right click on any of the, anywhere in here, any of the dark gray, right click on your mouse, right click, boom. If you're doing this on a Mac, usually on the MacBook laptops, usually if you tap once with both fingers like this, it does the same thing, or maybe you've got it set to the bottom, like the bottom right corner. But in any case, you want to go to row height. Let me see for them. Think of this for the Mac. Maybe there's a way to do it in this menu to get to the row height. Because I know a lot of people are doing this on a Mac. Yeah, I don't know. I think you're going to have to right click. Anyway, okay, so right click in the gray and row height. Thanks, kitty. Custom. Now it's going to be 21 or something like that. Change it to 24 and hit OK. Alright. Now everything is the right size. If you print this, it's going to be the right size for the book. Couple more steps you can do. Click on any of the names, hit Control A again to select everything. What I like to do for the book is go over here to the borders. Okay, and the first one here, what that does is this. So you got nice little dark lines around everybody's name. That helps you line it up with the grid that's on in the book. Okay, now we're going to print. Now you got to do this just right also, or it's not going to work. So again, click on a name and hit Control A. So you selected all the names again. And print, so you can hit your printer icon there. Print. Okay, it's going to come up with this hot mess. We're going to change a bunch of stuff. First, change, it says print current sheet. Click that and do selected cells so that you're only printing, there it goes. So you're only printing the stuff that you had highlighted when we hit Control A. Selected cells. Change landscape and portrait, changes to portrait, and that's going to let you use the paper top to bottom instead of side to side, so that way everything's going to fit on one piece of paper. Alright, this is the really important part now. Scale. It says fit to width. No. Change that to normal 100%. Must do that. So this thing that says scale right here, it's normally fit to width. Hit normal. You want normal 100%. The rest of this doesn't matter. Okay? And then if you hit next, then it's going to prompt you to print it. All of this should be fine because you just set all this stuff up before. If this says fit to page, make sure that's unchecked. Mine isn't by default. So you want scale 100. This needs to read 100 right here. It should, because you just set that in the thing we just did before. But you want 100. Don't have fit to page checked. And all, so yeah, it should look like that. And then hit print. And here you are. Let's see if it worked. Hi kitty, you are not helping. Alright, so I'm not going to cut this out, take video time doing that. Let's just see how we did here. So, yep, everything lines up. Alright, kind of neat. I've tried it with different fonts and different font sizes. For some reason, this is the magical formula that makes it work. 12-point font, Times New Roman, with the cells set to 24 height. Okie dokie. Enjoy.